Welcome to the Beyond the Burst podcast, your weekly deep dive into
the gear that shapes the sounds.
We're your hosts,
Dave Lozon
and Sean Finkler from Lozon Music in Canada. Each week, we'll be looking at the most exciting guitars, pedals, amps, and studio gear that crosses our path. Plus, real talk about the music industry and the stories behind the gear. Whether you're a bedroom shredder, touring pro, or gear nerd, just like us, you're in the right place.
There's one advantage that, we have with speccing out custom guitars, just as individuals.
Yeah, what would you say that is?
It's that we've done thousands of them by this point, right? Of custom built guitars. And I'm not saying we've never made mistakes.
What are some of those mistakes?
Yeah.
If you could pick a few mistakes that we've made.
I don't want to, the first one comes to mind is your mistake. So I don't want to be on you about it.
No, go ahead.
It's the going for the Shaler heads on the 65 Strat.
Well,
which
yeah,
I didn't think so either. But that's the first one that comes to mind is people like, what's wrong with that?
I feel like I shared that mistake. I don't think that was just my input, but I'm the last man standing.
Yeah.
I take the brunt of
Right.
it. That's a rule though we figured out. You can go off the path with a Fender custom shop build.
Oh, I'll tell you about one of my mistakes. I can tell you right now. Think of it. I had seen this a satin Sur, like a brown satin Sur.
No, I remember.
And I was
this
like,
one.
yeah, this is cool. And I ordered something based on that. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a Fender custom shop, just like this, mahogany, satin finish, satin neck.
I remember.
And then put a Shawbucker in there with a couple other pickups. And
it looked great it looked better on paper.
Looked better on paper than it did presenting itself. And you know what? At the end of the day, not a lot of people are looking for satin mahogany body Stratocasters.
No, we learned that, but sometimes, and this is the thing with doing as many builds as we have. We've seen these things through and we realize here's the tolerance for errors. Like here's what could potentially, because we always talk about that. What could go wrong? Where could this go off the rails? Where does this make sense? How safe is this build? How many die are we rolling? Is it an 18-sided die?
Right, yeah.
And you hope it lands on that, the right one that empowers the guitar to be something good. But I think we've learned what you can and can't do.
Yeah. And, we definitely made a lot of mistakes. But that being said, it's like a process that we've now dialed in with many vendors, many different companies on getting to know how to spec their guitars out. So if you have if you're thinking about a custom guitar, we actually have a lot of experience in speccing them. So you could ask us questions and we would have opinions that have been tested by
vetted
our own experience.
Yeah, for better or worse. It's funny you mentioned the satin neck thing with Fender, and it comes to mind because I've been thinking about doing some builds recently like that with the satin neck. But the issue with Fender, as far as we know, if you spec a satin neck, you're not going to get that heavy relic or that relic neck feel.
No, you're going to get a polyurethane finish,
sprayed
polyurethane. Then it's not the same as that neck with the finish all worn off.
So we're working on trying to get something built that's going to have that feel.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
See if they do it.
So, yeah, you don't have to be totally upset that the guitar is relicked.
Right.
But you can still
People aren't upset by that, are they?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think some people are.
Yeah, some people are. So, anyway, those are some mistakes that we've made, and that's why we're here. If you have any questions, because we've been through a lot with every manufacturer.
Yeah.
And I think we have a pretty good idea of what works and what won't work.
Oh, I thought of another, just not an error because the guitar came out awesome, but it was something I didn't know. I ordered a ES335 in Murphy Lab in heavy aged Heather Poly, which is like a burgundy mist.
I remember.
Now, so you're expecting a burgundy mist looking guitar with some aging.
Right.
But when you order a heavy aged guitar, they spraying a yellowed lacquer to age the color, and the color is different. That Heather Polly looked more like gold, right?
Yeah,
It came out like
yeah.
more like a fire mist gold kind of thing. So that like yellowing coat can really make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Right? So if you order heavy aged, you're going to get that like aged look to the lacquer, which is going to affect the color. So these are things you need to know about.
Yeah, it's funny you say that too, because I was just thinking about when we were trying to think of something different to do with Fender custom shop builds. It's like, oh, let's try the faded. Let's try faded aged. Let's combine them. And you don't, it's hard to know exactly what you're going to get. We have an idea, right? But sometimes the color comes out and it's like, oh, that's not the color that we fell in love with, that we thought we could elevate.
Right.
It became something else.
A new color. We know now.
But here's the things. We know.
We know.
We try to know as much as we can.
Yeah. Yeah. Try and dial in. Yeah. We've got some incredible builds coming.
Yeah. And without further ado, let's look at this week's
Viewer Spotlight, the pick of the week.
This was a build that stood out to me, stood out to you as well. I mean, this is a build that stands out, period. We did a whole video about this last week.
Yes.
And I think this is one that deserves a little more showtime.
I agree too, especially considering how long we lobbied for the creation of this guitar. Mm-hmm. What, like 2021?
Yeah.
Ish?
Yeah.
To 2025.
It took years.
Yeah. It didn't take that long to build. It took that long to convince them to do it.
Yeah. And I understand why they didn't want to do it right off the bat. Or, Taylor is an interesting company. Like many companies, they want to do their own spin on things. And sometimes as a dealer, we're their customer. We want a specific thing. It's a specific thing that we're looking at because that's the vision on our end. This is a guitar we feel like works. And so after presenting us with a few different ideas, I kind of forgot about it. I thought, okay, this is never going to happen.
Yeah, totally.
And then all of a sudden we got a text from our rep saying, hey, that guitar is on the way. And we were kind of caught off guard by it. And they built it. So this is a custom color shift, a prism color shift. They call it Purple Supernova.
Yeah.
Grand Auditorium guitar. Pretty special.
And they nailed the finish.
Yeah, they really did nail that finish. And we've done that on lots of solid body electrics, but it's a whole different thing spraying on acoustic guitar. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, but not only does it look great, it's thick as spruce, and it's maple back and sides.
Quilted maple.
It's quilted.
Yeah.
But you can't see the quilt.
Don't even look for it.
Well, you can look in the sound hole. You can sneak a peek.
Just don't let your friends look in the sound hole. No.
But so it's a traditional like style guitar that sounds like a beautiful acoustic instrument.
Yeah.
But it looks like a hot rod, right?
It does.
It's incredible, like reminds me of some sort of hot rod car,
Yeah. Big time. No, I'm glad that they were able to execute it the way they did. There's an abalone rosette, the Byzantine inlays. It really is still traditional Grand Auditorium guitar, but
Florentine cutaway.
Now they made that choice. I don't think we had that, but you know what? I think it works on that guitar.
I think it really works. Can you imagine this guitar on stage with somebody? Like it's just a real good looker.
To me, this is a standout build too, because it's, in my mind, this is kind of a collector's piece. When we know the back and forth, the push and pull, and when we get something like this that takes that much effort to get it out of a manufacturer, and it's the first one of its kind, in my mind, that is a collectible piece.
For sure.
So I feel very strongly about this instrument. I know someone's going to absolutely fall in love with it, and I hope it does end up on a stage because it's just such a serious guitar and serious aesthetic. It's just amazing. Let's get into some news articles. Let's get into some current news. I could definitely splice in that music. Yeah, that would be good, eh? This is more proof maybe that we're in the simulation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. The story.
Does an episode go by where we don't talk about the simulation or AI?
Because we're really feeling it over here. The simulation. And you just can't write the stuff because it's... No. But you are writing it. It feels like we're writing it.
We're writing it as we speak. It feels like we're getting one step closer to a singularity every day. Johnny Marr says UPS lost his guitars. The ex-Smiths guitarist publicly publicly criticizes UPS after several of his instruments went missing on his U.S. tour.
Tough week for the Smiths, really. Didn't Morrissey get a death threat when he was in Ottawa or something?
He's not coming to. Craig was telling me that. Yeah.
Well, welcome to Ottawa.
Welcome to Ottawa. Jeez, eh?
Yeah, but
not a great place to die as a musician.
And it all ended here.
Lackluster. So yeah,
UPS.
They
losing
lost
guitars. Well, I mean, I think there's something going on, right?
And what is that something?
It's more of a political.
What's the scam
government?
here?
What's the scam? Yeah, exactly. What is a scam? So, for those of you who don't know or aren't following like shipping logistics and government policy every day like we are, the U.S. government took away the $800 exemption for goods crossing the border. So that means every little package now requires a full brokerage clearance. So the stuff we were sending did require that always. We're always sending, they're not cheap guitars usually. It's going to require a broker. We're used to that. We fill out the paperwork. We've got the broker. We've got everything dialed in. So that's done. But the problem is with the volume of this that the carriers can't keep up. So there's stuff that's like not lost, but it's stuck in a backlog of of despair. And we actually had, 3 or 4 guitars that were locked up this last week.
So this is where the simulation comes in. But really, this is part of a, like you said, or a logistic issue. And UPS is super backlogged. I mean, when something like this happens, it causes backlogs and it causes issues throughout that organization.
Right. It's a ripple back. Like it's just this thing changes and it's going to affect everyone, right? Like through us, to our manufacturers, everybody, customers waiting for guitars. I feel so bad for a guy who's waiting for guitar. I sent him. He was supposed to be there on the 8th of September or something. Anyway, the 12th or something. Anyway, it's been in outer space. And so I actually had to put a trace on it twice. So, Johnny Marr, your guitar is probably hanging out with our guitars somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you talk about the ripple effect. I mean, I'll tell you, the last part of that wave is us. So we really have to take it. And
the way you saying the wave crashes right in our faces.
It crashes right in our face. And, thankfully, we've had some really nice people on the other end.
Yeah, for
who
sure.
are understanding that there are certain things that are outside of our control. So thankfully, we're managing.
We are managing. But is Johnny Marr managing? Did they find his guitar?
He's upset. I don't think they've found his guitar yet.
Man.
But they'll open a claim. The part of the issue is shipping. And I've said this before, but I've made the comparison to cryptocurrency. It's gone. It's gone. You sent it somewhere. There's no in between. There's 2 spots where it leaves and where it arrives. And they're not necessarily connected. Right. And then in between the travel, the voyage, you may just lose a thing. And I hate to say that because I'm always telling people, don't worry, because 99.9% of shipments are fine. But those 0.1 will keep you up at night.
Yeah. I woke up a few nights this week. I woke up in the middle of the night. And then I allowed that thought to cross my mind about where this package is. Right. And now I'm awake.
You need some CIA mind technique to be able to deal with that or something.
I do. I just need to let it go. But you don't want to be up at night worrying about this stuff. But that's what I do.
Yeah, I had my own too, but it has moved. So thankfully, I had 2 packages, but one has been delivered and the other one is moving. So thank you, UPS.
Got to fix up Johnny Marr.
Well, hopefully he gets his stuff.
Yeah, sure. I wonder how he'd feel about just playing one of his signature models off the line.
Off the line?
Off the line.
QC'd?
QC.
It's got all the signatures on the hang tag?
Yeah.
That kind of off the line?
That's what I mean, yeah.
I'm sure he's played worse.
Probably.
Yeah, that is funny. That's a funny sentiment.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're sending you one.
Yeah, don't worry. UPS, we'll replace it. Don't worry.
Don't worry, got you. Yeah, fresh one right here.
Yeah, very close. In other news, Guitar Center launches its Guitarathon sale with big discounts.
Huge
I don't even know if
discounts.
this is news.
Is
but,
it?
But we're going to throw it in anyway.
Yeah.
Why not? It's news. We're talking about it. It must be news. Their annual sale.
Blowing stuff out.
Blowing stuff out.
Like there's a couple of different industries that work in the same space here,
Yeah.
right? There's one where it's filled with manufacturers, mass kind of stuff. They're pumping, hey, we sold 8,000 of these in 2021.
Right.
We expect to sell 8,000 of them this year.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to take them.
Yeah.
The people that do that sort of thing. And then, then no one wants it. And then everyone starts blowing them out.
Right.
So that's more common with like regular stuff. And
Right.
Right. But then this handmade top end stuff doesn't really factor in that world. No one's trying to get rid of a guitar that you had to wait 4 years to get.
No, that's
sort of
true.
thing.
Tomen, is that how you
Yeah,
pronounce it?
they're the biggest like
European.
right.
Yeah.
Huge.
They're a distributor.
They're doing everything, I think.
A little hand in every pocket.
Yeah, like those Harley Benton cheap guitars. I think that's Tillman.
Nice instruments.
Yeah, you play one?
No.
No.
But so they're having a sale too.
Okay.
So interesting that some of the bigger guys, the big players, are having big sales. And they're advertising.
Huge.
So the biggest sale you've ever seen. Bigger than our last sale last week. That was the biggest sale we had ever seen up to that point. So Taylor, Gibson, Martin, and more. Discounts up to 30%. That's Guitar Center. Tomen is saying 70% off.
Oh,
These are some steep, big numbers.
that's deep.
So you kind of
70%.
think at that point,
Yeah, what's wrong?
we're giving stuff away. We're getting some dollars back. That's kind of the scenario that I think
What's
some
wrong
of
with
these,
the stuff? Is there something wrong?
They have too much of it.
I guess so.
It's not that exciting. And people don't necessarily want it. That's good trifecta, isn't
Right.
it?
Yeah, I guess if you go low enough, eventually someone's gonna be like, "Well, okay, I
Take it for free.
Yeah. Oh,
kind
it's
of.
free.
That's kind of where you get to. We're doing some exciting stuff around the store right now. So we have our content room that we're in right now. You can see it on all of our videos. It's where we do most of our stuff. Dave does some demos. We do our videos. We do the podcast here. But we are building a new space in the front of the store.
Yeah, right in the entrance, there is going to be a new space. Really, we're going to have like a nice couch, coffee table, space where people can come in and hang out if they want to.
Relax. a little.
Maybe when their significant other is checking out instruments,
That's
they can,
fair, yeah.
to have a seat, have a coffee, whatever. But we're also going to use the space for more content as well.
And the podcast. So we're gonna give the new space a little podcast action. So we're gonna set up in there and hopefully offer some video.
Yeah, we're going to take this video so you can actually see our mouths moving.
So that's exciting. That's going to be happening in the front of the store, and we no longer have that 9-foot there. The 9-foot piano is gone.
It has moved on to another home.
It's gone to America, and we are now going to use that space for something really, really exciting for us. in
Yeah,
our
it's
world.
gonna be really nice looking.
So that's something.
Loving the
that's,
changes we've had in the store. I don't know if there's people listening that haven't been in here in 5 years or something.
Yeah.
But it's a different place now.
Yeah, it is. I think it's more exciting. And the goal here is to really be able to accentuate the guitars and make them really pop and kind of have the vibe of what the guitars are up on the walls and the atmosphere and all that. So that I think is going to be really exciting.
It is. I'm excited.
Let's talk about a guitar we have in the queue.
In the queue.
I'll let you take the reins on this because this is your baby.
Yeah.
This is your sweetheart.
I've kind of had a bit of a thing for master built Meteoras.
Can we go back and talk about the first Meteora here that we had?
Yeah. So I think we were the first people to approach Fender Custom Shop about building a custom built Meteora. At the time, we asked Ron Thorne to do this build, and we did. They didn't have any of the templates or programming done to cut the body on a CNC, so it was just a whole new thing. So we did one of those. was a really cool guitar with a couple of TV Jones pickups.
Yeah.
I had another idea for a Meteora,
Yeah.
and I thought, let's do it.
Yeah.
So this time we're going with our buddy Levi Perry.
Good builder. Great builder.
Great builder.
One of the best.
Great guy. Great builder.
Very much
Great
so.
at aging as well.
Yes.
And this one's going to be in faded aged Lake Placid blue.
Mm-hmm. Nice color.
It's heavy relic aged with a roasted body, 4A roasted maple neck with black block inlays.
You went for the 4th A.
I went for the 4th A.
Good move.
You can, when you're going master built, you can go to the 4th A.
You can try.
You can try. So I'm going for the 4th A.
I'm sure it's going to be nice.
Yeah, 6100 jumbo frets, and we're going with 2 throwback SLE 101 plus
Your favorite.
aged nickel neck and bridge.
Okay.
Going with a Tune-O-Matic and a stop tail.
Yes.
So kind of pushing this a little more in the Gibson side, but it's still a Fender guitar. And then it's going to have heavy aged Gretsch knobs on it as well. It's going to be a really nice guitar.
Really cool. I see. So you also selected 59 Esquire neck. I don't know if you mentioned that, but a 9.5 to a 12-inch radius.
Yeah, going a little different.
flatter.
I know. Yeah, but I feel like that's the vibe for this guitar.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
I'm with
let's
you on
talk
that.
about it. Like, what's the vibe? The vibe to me on this, it's an offset guitar, right? But it's leaning a little more towards like the Explorer kind of thing than say a Jazzmaster, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling anyway. With 2 humbuckers, the stop tail, Tune-O-Matic. It's I don't know. I think it's gonna come out great. I'm excited. We talk about this now. It's in the queue. When are we gonna see this? In 2 or 3 years?
3, I think.
3
right
years.
now. I see you also did a 3-way switch.
3-way blade.
Now you're a big split man.
Yeah,
You went with a
I
3-way.
am. Yeah, for this guitar, I had to remove.
You're thinking Les Paul.
I'm thinking like Gibson style thing, not thinking like splitting the coils or anything like that. Just like straight up, like 1 humbucker, 2 humbuckers, the other humbucker.
This is a rock guitar.
It's a rock guitar. Yeah.
I like too that you put heavy aged black 3-ply pickguards. That's an important note when we're doing aged guitars, because we've been down this road before when we don't have the pickguard specifically written as heavy aged or aged. Sometimes it's just not aged enough.
Right. It can be like a heavy aged guitar with a like slick, like brand new
NOS
looking
pickguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never played except really played. Yeah, it's not, doesn't make sense. But yeah, I think this build will be cool. We'll check in. See it's like in 3 years.
And just on the 6100 frets, what made you want to put 6100s on it?
I know I go with the 6150s a lot. Like I like those.
Yeah, it was
this
surprising.
I just wanted to go with the more again, like just like rock guitar,
Okay.
like jumbo frets, like just.
Cool.
I just was feeling more of a rock vibe with this thing. So I think it's a good spec.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's going to be cool.
I like
so I'm
it.
looking forward to it.
I like it. So we'll check back on that one in a few years.
Yes.
One more thing we should mention. We're currently doing a giveaway. I don't know if we've mentioned that on the podcast yet, but
No, we are giving away a PRS S2 Custom 2408.
it's no joke. I mean, this is a
No.
3,000, 4,000, I don't know how much they sell.
$3,500
There you
guitar.
go.
Yeah.
For free.
For free.
We're giving it away.
You just got to sign up.
You got to sign up. So that's nice. Paul Reed Smith personally, no, he didn't personally give it to us, but they gave us a guitar to give away. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's really cool of them. And those guys are a good company. They're good people.
Really good people.
And so we're giving that away on October 11th. So that's
Yeah.
coming up. It's coming up soon.
It is coming up.
Someone's
soon.
going to win.
No, I think you're wrong about the date. I think it's October 10th.
Really?
October 10th is the giveaway date.
Did I
It
hear
started
that?
on the 11th, and I think it was the day that it fallen on. So it will be done on the 10th. Don't be entering on the 11th.
Don't do it.
You'll be
You
null
will
and
have-
void.
You will have lost.
Yeah. And it's actually just, I feel like we should mention this too. It's the 80th anniversary of the store.
Yeah. We haven't talked a lot about that.
We should.
We should
At
talk
some
a little
point,
more. Yeah.
Maybe we'll give you a retrospective next week on
Yeah. Yeah.
the store. That would be
Yeah,
good.
that'd be cool. Yeah, 80 years.
And in tandem with that, we've done a lot of giveaways, and that's part of the reason. It's the 80th year. The store has been here for 80 years, or in business for 80 years.
Yeah, in this location in this
50s.
location for 70 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
So that's wild. And your grandparents started the store, which is really cool. So, all year we've been doing giveaways, and the PRS one is the current one that's going on.
Yeah.
And then after the PRS giveaway is done, we do have another giveaway lined up, just kind of close out the year or so.
Yeah, that's
You
going
should
to say
stay
one more
tuned.
giveaway.
One last giveaway, your chance to win.
Win.
Yeah, it's always nice doing the giveaways, and it's good when the right guy wins it, and it feels really good to be able to give away a guitar.
I've been happy with everyone who's won so far.
Yeah,
That's great.
it's nice. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks for joining us today to talk about gear, and more gear. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. If you like it, please like and subscribe to hear more from us.